That's a lot of weed.
That's a lot of weed. My number, I smoke a lot. It's probably 300 times a week.
According to a recent survey, how many times does the average stoner get high every week? See, y'all have to be experts on this. You must know.
Well, I'm surprised they have an answer for that, and I'm really excited to get that answer, so it's gonna be great.
So that you can figure out if you've kept up or if you've overdone it?
Oh, I'm not even questioning if I'm not in that average. That's not even...
Do you feel like you're way above average?
Oh, absolutely. 100%. Unfortunately. It just is what it is.
All right. Let's go to Barmaid Alexis.
All right. So here's what tripped me up about the question, because they didn't just say, how often do people get high on average? They said the average stoner, which I'm assuming that would be higher than just people who just maybe do it occasionally, because stoner implies that they they're really into it.
What do you call someone that's not really into it but does it occasionally?
Like a smoker. Just they don't get a name. They're not special enough.
I have a name for them.
You're either all in or nothing. You don't get a name. Okay.
No middle. Wait, now that I'm thinking about it a little bit more, but I feel like that's just the way the question was worded, but they probably just asked people who smoke. So I'm going to say twice, because a lot of people are just once or twice a week on the weekends after maybe a long week at work. So, I'm going to roll that back and just say 2.
2?
Yeah.
Let's go over to the Real Lit House.
I really like that last take because the stoner part is important. How often does the stoner smoke weed?
But what counts as a stoner?
I don't know, but if I'm gonna run with the word stoner, I'm gonna say 7 days a week. It's not if this was 1 through 3,000, it'd be a lot harder. But if it's just 1 through 7, I'm saying 7 days a week. The average stoner gets stoned 7 days a week, at least before bed. Even if it's just to go to sleep or to sleep well or your nightly thing, 7 days a week.
7 days a week. Okay. You sound very sure of yourself.
Stoner. That's the only part. I was really confused at the beginning because I was taking into account everybody. I'm like, man, so many people don't smoke. So many people. But
all right, no, they're just casual smokers.
They're just smokers. Yeah, it's just them.
All right.
I have a
so
question.
I'll mark you down for 7 days a week and at least before bed.
I have a question. Compared to the average lit house, how many times do you smoke? Do you have a number for yourself?
Well, my number is definitely 7 days a week. Definitely. As far as
but how many times a week? Right.
How many times a week, dude? I mean, my mother-in-law just calls me Wake and Bake. She doesn't even call me by my real name. She just calls me Wake and Bake. That's not a joke. If she sees, oh hey, Wake and Bake, it's oh yeah. You don't have to call me that anymore. It's been 7 years.
Except you have to say it in a grandma voice. Wake and Bake.
Don't do that. That's scary. Stop. Absolutely happens. So if my number, I smoke a lot. It's my go-to daily, every day, morning through night, probably 300 times a week.
That's a lot of weed.
That's a lot of weed.
That's a lot of highs.
Expensive.
I'm trying to imagine that much, and my brain is hurting.
No.
Definitely adds up fast.
Last but not least, Jeff Fader Jr.
So, I am the stoner catch, using the word stoner is a good one. But so I was thinking of everyone who smoked weed casually, less than casually, whereas we have the hyper stoners of the people who truly can wake and bake. So obviously it's going to be daily. It's going to be, something by a factor of 7. I'm thinking the average is every day, 3 times a day, breakfast, lunch, dinner. And like anyone else, you got a lot of folks who just are constantly high all the time, because it's a time thing too, right? If you're high once, but you're high all day, does that count as 1? I think it would. Whereas if you're getting high for like 20 minutes. Okay, cool. Lit House can give me an example. Fantastic. I'm gonna go with 21 times a week, as kind of like a gracious like, because the folks who are able to smoke, like you're getting high like 9 times a day. That's like 3 before breakfast, 3 before lunch, and 3 before or after dinner.
No, honest man, if you smoke so much, it doesn't even get you high anymore. Like I see you all over there, super giggly and super happy. I'm just sitting over here like, I'm so jealous.
Edibles exist, dude!
I'm just like,
High Five, Thursdays at 8 Eastern, 5 Pacific, only on Twitch.